Hey, good morning, everybody, and good afternoon to those of you who are on the East Coast. I'm Shara Prophet, the Mind and Magic Coach, and today I just wanted to hop on with a quick little message that I have been kind of downloading over the past few days. I haven't been on here in a minute because I've been quite busy getting some things together, writing some classes up. I'm doing a cord removal class on Wednesday night at 6 p.m. So if you're interested in doing that, go ahead and sign up for it. You can hit me up in the inbox for details on how to do that. The class is $77 and you can send it through Cash App, PayPal, or Venmo. Also, really quickly, I just wanted to say that I introduced my first product line earlier this week, and it is the Hypnosis Sigil Candle Kits. So definitely check it out. Go to my page. I posted about it. It's amazing. It's basically a hypnotherapy session in a box. So check it out when you get a chance. Okay, so let's kind of get into this. Your divine right to be you. In a time right now where so many people have opinions, so many people um, are, working through this particular situation that we're in currently worldwide. And so it is definitely hard to see what's happening around you and be able to really see what's happening around you on a deeper level, not just what you're seeing in 3D, but being able to see through it and beyond it. Okay. And also hold your own opinion and hold your own stance and be able to stand on your own. So, a lot of this is happening to help us fully step into who we are and fully accept who we are and be able to stand as one sovereign being, even when other people are standing in a group. Okay? So, a lot of us are finding ourselves being or having very different opinions, having very different insights about what's happening right now. And this message is for people who find that their opinions are not popular, even amongst your friends and family. Okay. This message is for those of us that are not afraid to say what it is. And it doesn't mean that we're right, it doesn't mean that you have to be right. But what it does mean is that wherever you stand, you need to stand firm and you need to stand on your ground, okay, and hold your own. You might be right, you might be wrong. We don't really know. But whatever your word is, whatever your belief is, you need to stand and be unshakable in it. Now, the other part of this is to make sure that you're checking in with yourself, okay? And the way you're truly going to be able to stand on truth and in power is if you've checked in with your highest self, checked in with your oversoul, and you're asking yourself, okay, this is how I see it. Do I need to have a different perspective? Do I need to be flexible in my thinking? Is there other resources? Is it other things that I need to research and check out before I just go with this one opinion? Okay. If you've checked in with yourself and everything checks out and it feels good in your soul, it feels good in your heart, that's when you know that you can fully stand your ground. You can fully be you, and it's your divine right to be you. And a lot of people don't know who they are, so they flip flop and waffle back and forth between their opinion and somebody else's opinion. And this is the thing, it's okay to shift and change your opinion and change how you see things and how you view the world. That's growth. But as long as it's coming from an authentic place and as long as it's coming from something real, okay? Because a lot of people are not centered or grounded in anything real. Most people are not. Most people are not. And it's not that they're bad people, right? I always say it's not your fault, it's your programming. I'm actually going to put that on a t-shirt because I say it all the time. It's not your fault, it's your programming. And it's not that they're bad people. It's not that it's their fault. It's just what they have been programmed and what's ingrained in them to be and to think and how to think and how to take in information, okay? How to process information, how to interpret it. These things are what keep people from finding their truth and standing in it. Okay, now there's a difference between your truth and my truth, but it's still the truth, right? It's still the truth as you know it. I can't tell you that what you feel and what you think is wrong. You can't tell me that either, right? But what makes it really the truth is which one of us stands firm in it, which one of us is unshakable in it, which one of us have actually checked in with the highest parts of ourselves to say, yes, this is it. This is my truth. This is who I am divinely, and I'm willing to be this person divinely, and I'm willing to have unshakable faith in it, okay? And this time it's very critical to be able to get into that space because it's very easy to be shaken up. And the reason why it's easy to be shaken up, because one, everybody is in a heightened suggestibility state, okay? And what that means is we're being bombarded and overloaded every single day with new information. Every single day we're being told something new. Every single day the situation is being escalated and heightened. So, and then some days it's going down a little bit, and then some days it gets escalated and heightened, right? So we're basically on this emotional roller coaster. And what I always tell you guys is be very, very aware of what you're listening to and be aware of what's being said to you. Even me, okay? Me too. If you're listening to me, listen through a filter. I encourage you guys that before you start watching the news, before you listen to anybody speak, you throw a filter up around you. And you allow this filter to absorb the information that's beneficial to you, and it helps you see clearly, hear clearly, okay? So that you're very, very in tuned and tapped into what you're taking in. And the reason for that is because we live in a time where information comes in fast, it comes in strong, it comes in heavy, it comes in loaded up and coated up with stuff, okay? There's a lot of practitioners in the world, all right? And when I say practitioners, I'm talking about people who work with energy, people who work with magic, okay? There's a lot of us now. And the majority of them are on television. The majority of them are in the entertainment industry. The majority of them are in the news, own the news, run the world, okay? This is why it's important for you to understand how all of this works. It's important for you to learn about energy, how your mind works, because there are the people that we watch, the people who quote unquote run this world, they understand that. And they utilize that information for their benefit. Okay? They utilize it to manipulate energy. We're all energy. Every last one of us are energy. So if they're manipulating energy, what does that mean to you? Okay? You have to understand that it's okay to be who you are, and it's okay for you to ask questions and do your research and to stand strong and to stand in your own power. Listen to what is coming at you. I'm not telling people don't listen to the news and, listen to it, but don't become overly saturated by it, because usually after you watch the first 15 minutes of news, you got everything you need, because all they're going to do is go back and repeat it over and over again. And the law of repetition is very important when you're doing hypnosis. Okay? When you are implanting a new suggestion into the subconscious mind, the law of repetition is very, very, very important. This is why the news repeats over and over and over and over and over again. Okay? This is why you will hear me repeat things over and over and over and over again when I'm speaking or when I'm teaching, because the law of repetition helps the subconscious mind to reinforce the suggestions in the subconscious mind. All right? So be very mindful of that. Listen to the first 15 minutes, turn it off, because they're going to repeat it over and over again. Once you get it once, make sure you throw your filter up and you're looking through a different lens and you're listening through a different lens, so you can pick up what they're saying, but you can decode it and interpret it. There is a woman that some of you might follow her. Her name is a Shara Star Goddess, and she talks about decoding symbolism and decoding words and decoding entertainment, music, movies, the news, and things like that. She talks about that very, very deeply, and I would recommend, if you got time on your hands, we ain't doing much right now, you can go check her out. Okay? Check her out. But it's important that we learn how to do this, guys, because everything is code. When we hear Donald Trump talking, he's speaking in code. He's not just speaking literally. He's speaking in code, okay? When you hear these people, in the government and in the White House talking, you need to be able to hear it through a different lens. When you're reading the news and you see a headline, you need to be able to see through it, read through a different lens. Remember that history repeats itself. History repeats itself, and it continues to repeat itself because we are in the process of shifting, but we have not completely shifted. And since we are still running off of old programs and operations, we're going to continue in the cycle that we've been continuing in from years past. Okay? Therefore, when you can go study history, you can predict the future. All right? Study history, predict the future. You can see it playing out in front of you. This is also going to help you be able to decode and interpret what's being told to you and what's being shown to you. This is why I always tell people, listen to the news, then do your research. Who are the players? Do your research on them. What do they do? How are they contributing to this? Where is the money coming from? Follow the money. Okay? Do your research. Don't just listen and take it at face value. Understand that there are people in the world who know how to utilize the power of the mind, the power of suggestion. They know how to utilize magic and energy. It's not conspiracy. It's science. It's the truth. And if you study, you will know it. Okay? You have a divine right to be who you really are. And who you really are is a divine sovereign being. You are a spirit living in a human body. And this is a privilege. People call it a curse. I think it's a privilege to be in human form. Because we get a chance to have experiences like no other. Okay? We get a chance to live this life. We have emotions. We can eat food. We can touch things and, see things and have relationships. And we have an incredible opportunity here on earth. To me, it is a privilege. To me, it is a good thing to be in this body. I'm grateful for this. So I'm not one of these spiritual people who think that it's a curse to be in human form. I don't think that it's a curse. I think that it is an experience. And I am grateful for life and humans. I love humans, and I'm grateful, all humans, and I'm grateful to be having this experience. And I'm grateful to be here at this time because this is a very important and critical time in history. Nothing like this has ever happened. History repeats itself, but it doesn't come in the exact same outfit, right? It is a unique experience that we're having right now. It's happened before in different ways, but this is unique. And so I think it's an incredible time for us to be here. It's also an incredible time to be in the age of technology and information, okay? In the age of Aquarius. This is I like to call it the Luciferian age, because this is the age of we're in a time of Luciferianism, and we're also in the Aquarian age, okay? And the Lucifer age, Lucifer represents the aesthetic, okay? The way things look, sigil imagery, okay? Magic, things like that, enlightenment, okay? Having things being illuminated for you, being able to see the truth of things, coming out of darkness into light. That is what the Lucifer energy is about. Now, the Aquarian age is all about information, technology, okay? It also about enlightenment, also about the mind. So this is a very interesting time for us to be here. And it is even more critical for us to find out who we are, to be comfortable with who we are, and to stand in that firmly. It's very, very critical for us to do that. Okay? And it's critical for you to understand what's happening around you and to look at it through that lens. So remember, put your filter up, see through a different lens, hear through a different lens, do your research, okay? And then live your life. A lot of people don't want to know certain information because it scares them. They say, I don't want to know about that. That's too much. But if you don't know what's happening around you, then that's going to leave you open to attacks. It's going to leave you open to being heavily influenced by things, okay? So you need to understand what's going on, but you don't have to be afraid of anything. Years ago, I got a download about what's happening right now, right? I get a lot of downloads about certain things, and I am instructed to keep it to myself and not really talk about it, right? So I kind of knew that this type of stuff was about to be going down right now. I didn't have details, but I knew that there was a huge shift getting ready to happen. But what I heard was, do not be afraid, because fear will lower your immune system. Fear causes confusion. And this is why, if you are afraid, you need to learn how to transmute that and shift that energy quickly, shift that emotion very quickly, okay? Now, there's two ways you can do it. And there's different types of fears, but I'm going to talk about two types of fears. The first fear is, you're afraid to get on a roller coaster, okay? That evokes a certain type of emotion, right? That evokes a certain energy of fear. So I'm afraid to get on this roller coaster, but you're going to get on the roller coaster anyway. So you kind of pull the lever up from fear to anticipation or anxiety, okay? And anxiety doesn't always have to be mean or be bad, because anxiety has different levels of energy as well, right? So in this case, your anxiety would represent anticipation for something to happen, right? Like, oh my God, I'm getting on this roller coaster and I'm going up this hill. Oh my God, I don't know what's going to happen. My stomach is going to drop, okay? So you can level up from that base level of fear up to anticipation, okay? Now, on the flip side of that, fear of what is happening right now as it relates to our lives and how things are going to change and our health and all of that type of stuff, right? So that base level fear has a different type of energy resonates at a different frequency than from getting on a roller coaster, right? It's still the same, but it has a different resonance. It vibrates differently. So that fear, what we can do to turn that around is to raise the lever up to anger, okay? Because anger is a great motivator. Anger can make you say, "F this, I need to find I need to find out what's going on right now." Okay? Anger can propel you into education, okay? If you're angry about things continuing at the level that they're continuing at, then you're going to try to change it. You're going to try to make a change. So the anger will actually put you into action, all right? But fear can make you act erratically. It can make you react, okay? And it can also freeze you. It can also paralyze you. But if you can transmute that up from that base level of fear up to anger, anger can start putting you into action, okay? So that's just a little tip of how to move out of your fear and to, take it up a notch, and you can start moving up. There's a scale of emotion, and you can move it up, and there's different levels of different emotions and different words for it to describe it and everything like that. But I'm not going to get into all of that. That's stuff that I teach. So if you're interested in learning about that, then you should sign up for the Be Magic course, okay, which is starting on April 22nd, 2020. You can go to my website, opendoorhypnosis.com, to get more information on that, and just go into the menu and click on Be Magic Program. Okay, guys. Well, that's it. Like I said, today was going to be a very short message. I hope that this made sense to you. I hope that you got something from it. Do share this video. Share it with people. And like I said, go check out the Hypnosis Sigil Candle Kits. The first one in the line is the emotional energy shift. So if you are having a very intense emotion, you can utilize this particular kit to help you shift out of that emotion into your more desired emotion, okay? So if you're feeling extreme sadness and you're ready to move out of that, you can shift from sadness to peace, okay? Or from sadness to joy, all right? So there is many different ways that you can utilize this kit. It comes with a hypnosis recording as well, so you're able to listen to that while you're working with the candle and the herbs. All right, guys. So, like I said, share this video. For those of you that are just tuning in, you can go back and listen from the beginning. I hope that you guys are going to enjoy your Sunday and make the very best of it. Take great care of yourselves. Be healthy. Eat well. Sleep well. Enjoy your life. Do your work, your inner work. Okay. And I will see you guys in the next video. Okay, bye.